Extracting a wireframe. When we go up into our solid editing and we come over here and we say extract edges, we're going to use the X edges command. It's actually going to build a wireframe model of this solid model. And it'll say select objects. I'm going to use a crossing window and select everything. And I'll say OK, hit enter, and it built essentially a wireframe of that object. But it's kind of hard to see because the wireframe is parked right on the edges. So what we're going to do is use the move command, and I'm going to move this solid model out of the way. Okay, so you can see that they're there. All right, so in this case now I'm going to go back and I'll do the move command again, and I'm going to pick on the solid model. I'll pick on this object here, and let's just get it right out of the way. Boink. And you can see how they're, I actually forgot one of them right there, but I actually selected and moved it, but it makes a copy of everything. So everything is there, you just got to get it out of the way. So you might want to just come in here and move it, make sure you got all your solid model, and then move it out of the way, and then you have a copy of a wireframe. And so the question is always asked by my students is, what do we want a wireframe for? Well, not very often. Our original type of 3D modeling was wireframes. Then we went to surface models. Then we went to solid models. The wireframes are generally a lot of times used in piping diagrams and P&ID diagrams. So perhaps you might want to create a P&ID or a piping diagram from a solid model. But it's not as used as much as it used to be used. So we can always extract the wireframe by running the X edges command, and then we have to move our solid model out of the way to see those edges. And those edges are there, right? So when I park it there, all the edges of any edge of any object is there. We just have to get the solid model out of the way. So we find the X edges up here in our solid editing panel, and it creates copies of all edges of the solid.